So this is my third attempt at a webisode this morning. First one, lighting was completely off. I mean, completely off. My face was totally covered. Second one, Kyle came in, and then to be completely and totally honest, I realized the angle of the camera was really, really unflattering, and my lips were so dry, it looked like I had been eating like malt, and it was all on my face. And yeah, although I didn't even shave this morning, so that's all I have to worry about. Not like it matters. I need more coffee. I really need more coffee. So, this is one of my favorite weeks of the year in terms of work and in terms of just of the year. Not just because it's Christmas week, but because with the show, well, I have fewer shows, but it's fun because I can kind of cover whatever I want to cover. Not that I don't already do that. I mean, I always cover when I want to cover, but I can do stories that I would normally kind of look at and go, you know, it's not as important as other stories. Basically, there's priorities to the stories. I have a whole bunch of things that I want to talk about, and I never talk about things that I don't want to talk about. But there's a lot of times there are secondary stories that never get covered because there's so many other things that are more important, right, than the stories that I'm talking about. So this week, the news cycle begins to slow down, so those other stories I can actually go and get to. So we've got some fun stuff later on this week. Plus, it's a short week. I'm on the air Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I'm off until the first of the year, that first Monday of the year. James T. Harris is filling in. Although I'm doing as many shows because I'm going to do some fill-in for the afternoon show, Mac and Gatos, at the FM talk station in Phoenix, KTAR, on Wednesday night, 4 to 7, and Thursday night as well. So that's going to be kind of fun. Anyways, what I was recording in the other webisodes was the fact that my 4-year-old came running up to me when I woke up this morning, and I wasn't feeling very good last night. I actually missed the company Christmas party. I just was feeling under the weather. I didn't want to push it. I didn't want to be sick the rest of this week, and I'll have a tendency to kind of ignore my body in terms of when I'm tired, and I just decided, you know what, it's probably best if I just stay home and rest. Besides, my hematoma's been really bugging me lately. Still have it since July. It's still there. Yay. Anyways, Kyle, my 4-year-old, comes running up to me when I woke up this morning, gives me a big, huge hug, and then he says, "I'm ready for my donut now." Now, that's not to say he didn't want to give me a huge hug, but he was looking forward to getting his donut, to which he's had to wait so far because we're going to go to the store later on. So he's been running around, not upset, but kind of obsessing over the donut. And if he keeps asking for the donut, he's not going to get the donut. But he's kind of put him in a bad mood because he's waiting for the donut. And it just bums me out because he's wasting time being in a bad mood. But yet we all do that. I do that. I probably do it more than my kids do. One of my favorite lines from a film that I watched growing up that I could totally relate to at the time was from Say Anything. The John Cusack character was talking to his sister in the movie, who was also his sister in real life, and she was in a bad mood. And he says, "How hard is it just to say, you know, be in a good mood and be in a good mood?" And he's absolutely right. If we can just let go of whatever it is that's bugging us and just get ourselves in a good mood, we'd all be a lot better off. But it's not something that happens like automatically. You got to kind of work at it. And I know I do, because that happens to me all the time. But then again, given the stuff that I talk about on a daily basis, it's fairly easy to get into a bad mood. Which is why normally during the breaks, when you don't hear me, I'm laughing or cracking jokes, just to lighten things up. So there it is. Your Christmas tip: tell yourself you're going to be in a good mood and be in a good mood. I'm happy to say that I found the Christmas spirit finally. Usually it comes to me early. Usually I can get into the Christmas spirit before Thanksgiving, and this year it was eluding me. As I mentioned on the air, I think it was the rain that we got earlier this week that kind of got me there. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to be in the Christmas spirit. The music too, though. I was listening to some of the music on the radio on the radio, the Christmas music. It was all just old. I found some really cool, like, loungy Christmas music on iTunes, and that was just something different, and I was really getting into that. So next on my list, and I'm probably going to watch today, is a Charlie Brown Christmas, because I haven't watched that yet. So, all right, there you go. See, also with this week, you kind of get random, scattered, pointless webisodes as well. So just be forewarned, but you don't have to watch. All right. 3 days this week, and then it's vacation time. James T. Harris filling in. He'll have WWE tickets. And I've got to go and do a lot of notes because Barbie dolls were seized at the border. Did they check Ken's papers? Merry Christmas. Bye.